Hello, this is Walter Smith on BlueMoonRisingTV, back for another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. Without further ado, let's have a look at some of those comments. In reference to the Norwich game, Superdog. Wish I could watch the game, but it's not on TV. What this reminded me about was going back to the old school. It was like the whole family was huddled around the radio. We kept a clean sheet. We won away from home. We dominated them. The return of the Poznan, Anna Zabletta, Navas hitting the woodwork with a thunderstrike. The highlight of this game, and there were plenty to choose from, was the Aguero's Maradona-esque dribble and shot and goal right through the middle of the Norwich defence. The assist by Sterling, the determination, the vision, the strength of his finishing. It's great to see the real Aguero back. Iheanacho, what a performance. I'd like to see him in the starting lineup a bit more often. It reminds me of a young Ian Wright. He's enthusiastic, he links up with the team very well, and he's also incredibly mobile. The lad has a big future in the game, and Blues is with us. Kevin De Bruyne's goal was an absolute beaut as well. He twisted and turned. That defender must still be having nightmares about our Prince Kev. Caballero in net. To be honest, he could have had 10 pints and a big cigar, and we would have still won that game. Blues, I think we're starting to click. I like this post. I are guilty. I reckon you guys will liquidate in 3 to 5 years. I love this type of poster. Fans from Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool. In 2008, they were actually saying, don't worry, it's City. They're going to mess it up. My mates who supported Everton and Newcastle, they were simply saying, you jammy sod. The thin thread of hope that the fans like I Are Guilty are clinging to seems to be getting smaller and smaller with each passing year. The Sheikh has actually bought all the land around Man City, and that's going to take at least 10 years to develop. Sheikh Mansour has actually invested £1 billion into the Manchester housing market. He's going after the best manager in the world. He's actually appointed world leaders in their field at every level of our club. He's just opened the door for the Chinese to play a major role in Manchester itself. There's going to be billions of pounds actually pouring into our city. When talking about our owners, we're not talking about Del Boy or the Glaziers. City fans, and generally most football fans, need to get their head around the fact that Sheikh Mansour is here and he's here to stay. I suggest, I Are Guilty, you actually go down to the local bookies with your pocket money, put it on, make yourself a ton of cash, because it sounds like your club could quite possibly need it. Burger the City fan. I actually want us to lose the Premiership because of Pellegrini. He's losing his touch. That's the kind of negativity I'm here to respond to, my friend. If we do win the league, well, he's certainly not lost his touch. Every Blue I know, I mean every Blue, wants us to win the Premier League, the Champions League, the League Cup, the FA Cup. In fact, if City went into Strictly Come Dancing, they'd want us to win that as well. Pellegrini, according to all reports, won't actually be with us next season, and I want that man to go out on a high. Let's make some wonderful memories this year and get behind him and get behind the team as much as we can. The thing I love about Pellegrini is the man is a class act. He was brought in to repair a fractured squad at the time. I feel that Pellegrini is the perfect ambassador for our club to hand over the reins to, well, you know who. I feel he'll handle his departure from the club with dignity and respect. If he does win more silverware this year, he for one will go down as a legend for his time at the club in my eyes. Pellegrini steadied our rocky ship, and for me, he actually raised our expectations as a fan base to unseen heights. You do know that we're actually still in 4 competitions. You do know that we actually topped our Champions League group. Pellegrini has kept his head and his counsel while plenty of managers out there have spat their dummies out. Mourinho. He simply reminds me of the man from Del Monte adverts, and he says yes. Well, that about sums up another week of Walter's, well, dry January. So if you've got any negative comments that you want me to respond to, get tapping below. Oh, time for another.